Welcome, ladies and gents, to another episode of Jay Does Sports. Hope you all are having a great day. Today, we're just going to go over last night's NBA games as well as NHL games, some drama in the fighting world, and some other random news. But first, let's talk about the Celtics absolutely destroying the Heat last night. So the Celtics kicked the Miami Heat out of the playoffs in a closeout game, winning by 34 points. They shot 54% from the field, and the Heat shot 41%, which, looking at those numbers, it's like, okay, there's a discrepancy, right? I kind of get it. Heat didn't have the greatest shooting night. But what that doesn't tell you is that they were 3 for 29 from the three-point range, and you're never going to win an NBA game now shooting like that. And I also don't think that it looked like they even wanted to be there to begin with. It looked like they were just there because they were getting paid. There was no heart in it. I understand you don't have Jimmy Butler, your main guy, but dear Lord, give some effort, you know? I don't understand. Like, the Celtics didn't have Porzingis, but they're still, trying, and they obviously can still do stuff without him. Yeah, the Heat deserve to go home. I don't think they even deserve to go to Cabo or whatever they're trying to go to, but 34 points. That's insane. How do you let that happen? On to the Mavericks beating the Clippers, though. I do think that the Clippers did show some heart, even though they did lose by 30 points as well. It showed, at least towards the end as well, that they're still trying. I know they subbed out some key players, so it was their second stringers playing at that point, but they still had heart in the game. Luka Doncic, great game by him, even on the kind of bum leg. I don't want to call it a bum leg, but it wasn't 100%. And yeah, great game by the Mavericks. I just want to point out I did call both of those games, so, you know. But yeah, on to tonight. The 76ers are playing the Knicks and the Pacers playing the Bucks. But for the 76ers game, it has come out that one of the owners for the 76ers decided to buy 2,000 tickets to this game so that the Knicks fan base didn't overwhelm the stadium again like they did last time. And that is so disappointing. They're going to give it to like first responders, police, fire department, EMTs that are interested. And they said that they're going to screen them to make sure they're actually a 76ers fan. But wow, if you're from Philly or you're a 76ers fan, like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Come on, support the team. Like, that's disappointing. They're in the playoffs, They still have a shot too. They're only down 3-2. It's really sad to see because Philly's supposed to be, a pretty big sports city, and yeah, y'all should be ashamed. For the NHL games last night, the Las Vegas Golden Knights lost to the Dallas Stars, and the Oilers beat the Kings, so that gets them through their series. For the Knights game, I feel like both goalies on both sides had a great game. I feel like Aiden Hall, the goalie for the Knights, was so much better, though. Just some of the saves he had, I feel like he was kind of their entire defense last night, although I know they have a great defense, whatever. But their offense, definitely, they dropped the ball on that one. Defense was doing its job, and they just could not convert so many power plays for both teams. Neither of them the entire season. They were like the bottom two for penalized teams. But yeah, I feel like that loss is solely because of the Las Vegas Knights offense just not showing up. But yeah, they'll play again. So it was a good game. Like, it was pretty good game. But we'll see what happens in that one. As for the Oilers game, I thought it was a lot more physical than the Las Vegas Knights, even though, and I'll show a video of this here. Yeah, the Las Vegas player, I don't remember his name, but swings around and like kind of smacks a guy in the face with the glove, makes him bleed. But yeah, I feel like the Oilers game, all in all, was more physical, especially on the Oilers side. They were there to dominate, basically, and they did that. They did just that. That's why they're advancing to the second round. In some fighting news, Ryan Garcia just recently failed a drug test for his fight. Actually failed the day before and the day of his fight against Devin Haney, which he won as the underdog. But yeah, failed for ostarine, is a prohibited drug for them. And he's now given 10 days to submit another blood test to make sure that he didn't have some sort of unfair advantage in that fight. Could be some big penalties because of Vegas and stuff like that. But I don't know how that'll affect everything there. I'm sure they'll vacate the win if they believe that he had an unfair advantage. But yeah, on to the NFL. Only NFL news I have today is Chris Sims, NFL analyst for NBC, showing Brock Bowers, newly drafted tight end, to the Oakland Raiders a little bit too much love.
First thing I was all over. The body I love, okay? Yep. I mean, it's rare to see a white guy tight end with that kind of legs and ass. I just will say that right off the bat.
So let's look at it. You said he's not Gronk,
right.
And there was...
My God, it's like he just skipped first and second base, and he's trying to make it right to third, like right off rip. Calm down, Chris. Only 3 NHL and NBA games tonight. We have the Bucks at the Pacers and the Knicks at the 76ers. For the Bucks and Pacers game, I take the Pacers at home. Feel like they'll learn from their loss in the Bucks in the previous game. And again, with Giannis out, that's such a big blow for the Bucks. But I think the Pacers will take that one. And then for the Knicks and 76ers game, I want to give it to the Knicks. But 76ers with Tyrese Maxey just going off and Joel Embiid being there, just being present. I'm going to take the 76ers game, make it a tie series, go on to game 7. And then for the Bruins and Maple Leafs, I 100% take the Bruins. I wanted the Maple Leafs to make it to the championship for them, but it's looking like the Bruins are just going to finish them off, put them down. And that is our episode for today. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Like, subscribe, and please comment on any kind of different news you might like me to cover in the sports world. I'd be glad to do so. But with that being said, I hope you'll have a great day.